Good morning. I haven't made a video in a really long time, but I was testing out some equipment a couple of weeks ago and made a weekend vlog and thought that I would try one in the 16:9 orientation just because I really love having some sort of artifact from my life at certain periods of time. Today I have a pretty nice day planned, so I'm excited about that. Last night I saw a video about an exhibition at Pioneer Works that is about American propaganda that I thought would be really cool. I think it's by the artist Kajistan, and so that's in Red Hook. And if I go there, I have some coffee shops that I really like over there. Let's do this. I really love waking up in the morning here because I think I have this camera obscura effect that goes on from my blinds. A couple of months ago, I added these lighting gels to my windows to make a fake stained glass, so it's really nice to open in the morning. And I also installed my AC yesterday, so I'm kind of happy with how it looks now. My room is a bit of a mess, but I figured it would be nice to document what it looks like right now in this current space, because I haven't done one of these in a while. When I looked at the map, I knew that it was going to take a long time if I decided to take the bus. Let's go ride. Finished my ride, and I'm now headed to the Black Flamingo. I got to the Black Flamingo and had a lovely ham, bacon, and cheese quiche. And I read this book that a coworker let me borrow, and then I headed out to Pioneer Works maybe a couple of hours later. I was really excited to see this because I've been trying to fill in the blanks of history that I may have missed in school. A lot of the Iraq War and Afghanistan War, I was too young to parse the nuances of what was actually going on. So recently I listened to the podcast Blowback, which covered, I believe, Iraq and Afghanistan, and that filled in a lot of blanks. And then after that, I read this book, The Jakarta Method by Vincent Bevins, which is more about, US interventions in Indonesia, but also widely in South America and Central America. And from there I realized I had a massive gap in Guatemalan history, and so I decided to look for some books about that. And just sort of on Reddit threads I found this book, Bitter Fruit, the story of an American coup in Guatemala, so I read that. Was really intrigued by the idea of them recreating a room and having those materials for people to just flip through. I thought it was a very interesting way to engage with this material and sort of learn from it physically and visually. And I was really glad to walk away with the exhibition catalog to sort of reference that material later. I feel like this is an area that I really would like to come back to, and I recorded a lot of clips because I knew it was something that I would want to sort of look at again and again. After that, I went to the restroom and I kept the exhibition paper that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have that, probably not, but I wanted to reference it again. And after that, I went to the plant store, the Chelsea Garden Center, which is one of my favorite places. grocery store and got some kombucha and coconut water. That's all I wanted, and now I can hang out at the water. It's about 85 degrees now. Sometimes I forget that New York's an island. It's just really nice to listen to the waves and look out at South Brooklyn, where I used to live. Lovely bench and listened to one of my favorite Brazilian albums and finished this book that my coworker lent me. That was a really cute baby bird. I was a little afraid for it. I ran into the coworker I was thinking I might see. I love this plant. The way that it moves in the wind is so enchanting. I don't know if this is cottonwood, but I saw all of this like tree pollen just dancing in the street, and then I turned the corner and it was just like snow banks of it. It was so magical. And then I went to the Brooklyn General Store, where I didn't get anything because it was also, again, too expensive. And then I biked home. Once I got home, I immediately showered, and my roommate was watching Parks and Rec, so I went to my room and just watched some YouTube videos. I'm glad that I made this as a record for myself. The way that I value and want to have privacy is a lot different than I used to, so I'm not sure if this is going to be public or unlisted or completely private, but yeah, maybe I'll make another one in a couple of years.